Hello students, my name is Suraj Kumar Soni, and today we are going to start a new and fresh chapter polymer. In the last video you studied about the p-block elements and you have done your p-block chapter, but in this video we are going to start a new chapter is polymer. This is the part number first, and this is the most important chapter polymer, and it may be simple if you learn very well for the better understanding. If you learn all the theory concept, you will easily gain the marks from this chapter in your RBSC and CBSE board exams. Okay, from this chapter you will get the 3 mark question in your board exams, and it is very beneficial for you. It's your free marks. You can say it is your free marks because this chapter is very simple. So I will explain you in the proper way, and you have to watch a book with it. Okay. Now first we have to watch the topic. Which topic we will do study in this video. First, introduction. What is the polymer? Now the definition of polymers, definition of monomer, and definition of polymerization. Now classification of polymer on the basis of source, on the basis of structure, on the basis of mode of polymerization, on the basis of molecular force. Four type of the there are four type of the polymers are obtained. Okay, now let's start. First we read the introduction of polymer. Polymer is a Latin word, is obtained from a Greek word, and it is derived into two words. Okay, it is divided into two words, poly and mers. Poly means too many. Okay, polymers means polymer is made from two Greek word, poly and mers. Poly means many, and mers means simple repeating units. Okay, plastic or polymers are the integral part of our daily life. We use the polymers in our daily life. Look at the pictures. This picture show the some common example of the polymers we use in our daily life. For example, hot water bag, toothbrush, switches, ropes, all the items are made of the polymers. Now definition of polymers, definition of monomers, and the polymerization. First of all, simple definition of polymerization is formation of polymer is called polymerization. Formation of polymer is called polymerization. Now, definition of monomer or definition of polymer. Actually, polymer is formed by the monomer by the repetition of the repetitive unit by the repetition of the monomer. Okay, so we can say that the term polymer is defined as a chemical substance of a very high molecular mass formed by the combination of a simple molecule is called monomers. The simple definition of monomers is the term polymer is formed by the chemical substance of the high molecular mass 10 to power 6 to 10 to power 7 U. Okay, formed by the combination of the simple molecule. This is called monomer, and we can say polymer is a macromolecule, not a micromolecule. It is a macromolecule because basically why polymer is a macromolecule, because polymer is formed by the combination of monomer unit, so many monomer units. So polymers has a high melting point, high molecular mass, and which are formed by repeating structure unit of a large scale. Look at there the figure. Look at the pictorial diagram. This is shows the polymer because polymer is formed of so many units of monomers. Okay. Process of formation of the polymers are known as a polymerization. It's called polymerization. So this is the diagram of the polymer. Okay, and the formation of the polymer is called polymerization. A simple example of ethene. The formula of the ethene is CH2 double bond CH2. When so many units of the ethene are combined to form polythene. Okay, and this is called polythene. So look at the polythene. Polythene is a polymer, and it is a simple polymer. It is formed by the polymerization of ethene molecule. Okay, you can see the chemical formula CH2 double bond CH2 when n molecule of the polyethene is combined to form polythene, and this is the single bond. You can see CH2 single bond CH2 one and bond are free. This bond so that so many units of the monomers of ethene molecules are combined. Okay, now Classification of polymers. We can classify the polymers on the basis of the source, on the basis of the structure, on the basis of the mode of polymerization, on the basis of the molecular force. There are four methods for the classification of the polymers. Okay, first, source. We know that polymer is obtained by the two sources. One source is natural and second source is synthetic. What is the meaning of natural polymers? So we can say there are two type of the polymers. First one is natural polymer and second is the synthetic polymer. Natural polymer is obtained from the nature. Natural polymer is obtained from the nature and plants and animals. Okay, this is called natural polymers. So we can say it again. I would like to explain you. Natural polymer is obtained from the nature and plants and animals is called natural polymers. For example, cellulose, starch. Okay, this is the natural polymer. Resin, cellulose, starch and resin are the natural polymers. Now look at the structure of the, this is the starch which is present in the plant, cellulose present in the tree leaves, and glycogen, and this is the rubber. Okay, natural rubber. These are the natural polymer. Now synthetic polymer is formed by the human beings, that is called synthetic polymer. Okay, there are so many synthetic polymers: ethene, polythene, polyethylene, polystyrene, buna N, buna S. So many are the example of the, all the polymers are the synthetic polymers, but little bit polymers are the natural polymers. Now a variety of the synthetic polymers as a plastics, polythene. Okay, synthetic fiber example are the nylon 6, nylon 66, and synthetic rubber, buna S, buna N are the example of the synthetic polymers. I told you buna S and buna N is the synthetic rubber, not a natural rubber. Natural rubber is neoprene. Okay, and now classification of the polymers on the basis of structure. On the basis of structure, we classify the polymers in three categories: linear polymer, branch polymer, and cross-linked polymer. That is also known as network polymers. Okay, first one is linear polymer. Okay, linear polymer. In the linear polymer, all the monomer units are present in a linear form, means a strong long chain, a straight long chain. Okay, in the linear polymerization, in the linear polymer, all the monomer units are present in the linear form, a straight chain. So, and they have a high density. Okay, they have a high density. The most common example of the this polymer is high density polythene, PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, this is the linear polymer. You can see the diagram. In the linear polymer, all the monomers are present in the straight chain in the linear form. Okay, and you can see the example vinyl chloride. When we use, for example, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, PVC pipes. You see the PVC pipes. That is the example of the polyvinyl chloride. Okay, vinyl chloride simple formula is CH2 double bond CH2 single bond Cl. Okay, and it combine the, then it form CH2 single bond CH2 single bond Cl, and single bond free. Two single bond are free. That is called polythene. Oh, sorry, called polyvinyl chloride. Okay. Now this is the linear polymer. Now the branch polymer. In the branch polymer, monomers are combined together and form a branch structure. So the density decreases. It's called branch polymer. Okay. And examples are the low density polythene. Low density polythene. It is example. Look at the diagram. This is the diagram of the branch polymer. Okay. This is the diagram of the branch polymer. You can watch it. Now the next topic is cross-linked polymer. In the cross-linked polymer, all the monomer units are combined together in a network form. So and in the network form, so density increases and they form a strong covalent bond. And they form a strong covalent bond. Okay, between the various linear polymers chain, like bakelite and melamine. Bakelite and melamine is a common example of the cross-linked polymer and network polymer. All the monomers unit are combined together by the single covalent bond. Now, mode of polymerization. Okay, classification of the polymers on the basis of mode of polymerization. There are two types of the polymerization. First one is addition polymer, and second one is the condensation polymers. Addition polymers. What is the meaning of addition polymer? Simple unit, simple definition. What is the meaning of addition polymer? Simple definition is that when two units of monomers are combined together and form a new unit or new polymer, it's called addition polymer. In the addition polymer, two units are combined together and form a bond or form a molecule is called addition polymer, and it may be two type of addition polymer. First one is homopolymers and second one is copolymers. Homopolymers means when the two units are combined together, both are the same, is called homopolymers. And the copolymers is that when two units are combined together but both the units are different, is called copolymers. Both the units of the difference is called copolymers. Okay. For example, ethene. When the in the case of ethene, in the case of polythene, two ethene molecules are combined together, and two ethenes are molecule combined together without any living water molecule, ammonia and HCl. It is called addition polymerization. But in the case of addition, it is homo addition polymers. Okay. But when the example of Buna as Buna N, it is addition polymers because two units are combined together without removing any water molecule. But this is the copolymer because both the monomer units are different. In the case of Buna S and Buna N, Buna S is, in the case of Buna S, it is formed two different monomer units. One monomer unit is the 1,3-butadiene, and the second monomer unit is the uh, Buna S. So second monomer unit is the polyacrylo uh, polystyrene. Sorry, polystyrene. Okay, okay, polystyrene. The formula of the polystyrene is CH2 double bond CH2 single bond C6H5. It's called polystyrene. Okay, now so Buna S, and what is the monomer of Buna N? 1,3-butadiene plus polyacrylonitrile. Means the formula of polyacrylonitrile is CH2 double bond CH2 single bond Cn. Okay, this is called the polymerization. This is called the addition polymers. Now condensation polymers. In this polymerization, or you can say in this polymer, two units of monomers are combined together and form a polymer, but by the removal of water molecule, ammonia molecule or HCl molecule. That is called condensation polymers. Okay, example is nylon 6, nylon 66. Okay, these are the common example of the condensation polymers. In this process, a water molecule is released. Okay, now the molecular force means we can say classification of the polymers on the basis of molecular force. On the basis of molecular force, so we read a theory, a large number of the polymers can be used in different field because of their mechanical properties like the tensile strength, elasticity and toughness. Okay, these mechanical properties are governed by the intermolecular force. Intermolecular force, example, van der Waals force and hydrogen bond present in the polymers. Okay, these force also bind the polymer chains. Okay, the polymers are classified into the following four subgroups on the basis of the magnitude of the intermolecular force present in them. Hmm. First one is elastomer, second one is the fiber, third one thermoplastic polymer, and next is the thermosetting polymers. So elastomers, actually you can see the name. Elastomers has the high elasticity, high tensile strength. Okay, high elasticity and high tensile strength, and they have a elasticity property. The polymers chain are held together by the weakest intermolecular force, not intra, weakest intermolecular force. This weak binding force permit the polymers to be stressed. If they have a weakest intermolecular force, so it can be stressed. A few cross-links are introduced in the between the chains which help the polymer to retract its original position after the force is released, as in vulcanized rubber. The example are the Buna S and the Buna N and the neoprene. Neoprene is the formula is 1,3-butadiene react with the chlorine. CH2 CH2 single bond CH single bond chlorine single bond double bond CH2 CH single bond CH2. It is called neoprene. Neoprene is the natural rubber. Okay, it is called elastomers. Now the fibers. Fiber are the thread forming the solid which possesses the high tensile strength and the high module. Elasticity has the low tensile strength but have a high elasticity, but the fibers has the low elasticity but have a high tensile strength. These characteristics can be attributed to the strong intermolecular force like the hydrogen bonding. These strong force also lead to the closer packing of the chain and thus impart the crystalline nature. The example of the polymers is nano 6, nano 66 and polyester means sterylene. This is the fiber. Nylon 6, nylon 66 and polyester, sterylene you can say. Okay. Now thermoplastic polymers. Thermoplastic polymers, simple the thing is that these are the linear or slightly branched long chain molecule capable of repeatedly something softening on heating and hardening on the cooling. Thermoplastic polymers are the polymers which can be which become soft on heating, and become hard on cooling. Means after the heating, it becomes soft and we can mold in the another shape. So it is called thermoplastic polymers. Most important thing is that in the thermoplastic polymer, after the heating, it becomes soft and it can be remolded in the another shape. These polymers possess the intermolecular force of attraction intermediate between the elastomers and the fibers. Okay, elastomer has a low intermolecular force of attraction, fiber has the high intermolecular force of attraction, but thermoplastic polymer has the intermolecular force of attraction between the elastomers and the fibers. Okay, some common thermoplastic polymers are polythene, polystyrene, polycrylonitrile. These are the example of the thermoplastic polymer. But a thermosetting polymer, these polymers are cross-linked or network polymer. So and they are the heavily branched molecule, and on the heating it becomes very hard and it cannot be molded in the another shape. So these cannot be reused. Some common example of the bakelite and the urea formaldehyde resin. Urea formaldehyde resin and the bakelite. Bakelite is formed by the combination of phenol and the formaldehyde. Phenol and the formaldehyde, HCHO. Okay, that is called thermosetting polymers. Okay, this is the some common topic I to put in this video. In the next video, we will see the more another important topics, and we will do the study of the formulas. So now it is your homework time. What is the polymer? Question number second, what is the monomer and the polymerization? Question number third, explain the natural polymers with the example. Question number four, classify the polymers on the basis of the structure. Question number five, what is the condensation polymer? Question number six, write the difference between the thermoplastic and the thermosetting polymer. And question number seven, what is elastomers? These are the questions you have to do in your notebook, and it is very necessary for you because after your school reopen, we will check it as a homework. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video.